Hi guys, I'm back with another video. Today's video is going to be reactions for NXT Halloween Havoc Night 1 2023. So the first thing that I want to say is that I forgot to mention in my predictions video for NXT Halloween Havoc Night 1 2023 is that this NXT special is actually a 2-week event. I'm sorry that I forgot about that, guys, but this is a 2-week event. So it will take place on 2 nights instead of 1. If you haven't seen that, the last couple of Halloween Havocs have only been 1 event, but this year it's 2. So I'm sorry I made that mistake, but this will be a 2-week event. So the next thing I would like to talk about is that I got 4 out of the 7 matches correct, which is a okay pay-per-view for me. And overall, the pay-per-view itself was pretty good. So let's get into the reactions. So the first thing is a Devil's Playground match. Roxanne Perez versus Kiana James. Winner of the Devil's Playground match, Roxanne Perez. And I'm not really too surprised by this result. And overall, it was a pretty good match. Roxanne Perez got the win, which I predicted. And like I said, overall, it was a pretty good match. And if you guys know already that I love stipulation matches, so automatically, in my opinion, this was a good match. The second match is a singles match. Lexis King versus Dante Chen. Winner of the singles match, Lexis King. And, you know, the card is always subject to change. And to be honest with you, when I did my predictions, I had no idea who Lexis King would be facing. And then I found out that he would be facing Dante Chen. And I obviously picked Lexis King because once I saw he was facing Dante Chen, I knew he was going to win. So I ended up predicting Lexis King to win, and he did win the match. And overall, pretty good first match for Lexis King. As much as I said before, I do not really like the name change. I really think it should have been Brian Pillman Jr. Overall, his first match in NXT was pretty good. I thought his theme song was okay, maybe a little bit better of a theme song, but overall, good start for Brian Pillman Jr. in NXT. And I can't wait to see what he does with his Lexis King character. The third match is an NXT Women's Breakout Tournament semi-final match, singles match. Kalani Jordan versus Ariana Grace, winner of the singles match and the NXT Women's Breakout Tournament semi-final, Kalani Jordan. And like I said earlier in my predictions video, I picked Kalani Jordan to win because I feel like she was a great contender to go to the finals, and she was one of my picks to win the tournament, and she won this match. Now, honestly, I could have went the other route and picked Ariana Grace, but I didn't pick her because I knew she wasn't going to win, and even if I did pick her, it would just been based off her name value and not her like character or her wrestling style or anything like that. I would just pick her off a name value, which I've said it before multiple times, but her father is Santino Marella, so she's a second generation wrestler, but overall, this was a pretty good match, and Kalani Jordan got the win, and Kalani Jordan will be going to the finals of the NXT Women's Breakout Tournament. The fourth match is a tag team match for the NXT Tag Team Championships. The Family versus Chase U, winners of the tag team match, and the new NXT Tag Team Champions, Chase U. Overall, this was a pretty good match. I'm surprised that Chase U won, but they got the win, so good on Chase U. The fifth thing is a lights out match. Blair Davenport versus Gigi Dolan. Winner of the lights out match, Blair Davenport. Overall, another good match. Not really too much to say other than the fact that I think that Gigi Dolan should have won, but Blair Davenport won, so there's really nothing I can do. The sixth thing, the NXT Women's Breakout Tournament semi-final match, singles match, Carmen Petrovic versus Lola Vice. Winner of the singles match and the NXT Women's Breakout semifinal, Lola Vice. So I said it earlier, I said Lola Vice was my second pick she was my second pick to win the whole tournament. Like I said, this year I had 5 picks on who I think was going to win the tournament. 3 got eliminated early, which one of them was Ariana Grace. But the final 2 is going to be Kalani Jordan and Lola Vice. Lola Vice has done very well in this tournament. I think she's a great star. I think she's definitely a future NXT Women's Champion. But to be honest with you guys, I don't think she's going to beat Kalani Jordan. They have gave so much development to the character of Kalani Jordan over the past couple months. They had that storyline with her and Daniel Brooke, which I thought was good. But overall, that ended because of Dana Brooke got released by the WWE. I feel like if Dana Brooke was still in WWE, she probably would have either had a feud with Kalani Jordan, or she would give her some tips on how to win this tournament. And overall, I think Kalani Jordan is going to win the finals against Lola Vice, but overall, this match she had with Carmen Petrovic was good, and Lola Vice is moving on to the finals. So, as I have stated before, any pay-per-view and any WWE show, the card is always subject to change, and the card is subject to change. So the seventh thing, the singles match, Mr. Stone versus Braun Breaker, it's not happening this week. It was actually moved to next week's show. As I have stated before at the beginning of this video, I forgot to mention that this Halloween Havoc is a 2-week event. It's a 2-week special, so there will be 2 nights, this night and next week's night, which will be on Halloween. And I forgot to mention that to you guys. So I'm sorry about that, because I'm so used to Halloween Havoc being a 1-night special, but this year, because there is so many matches, they made it a 2-week event. So I'm sorry about that. But the singles match between Mr. Stone versus Braun Breaker will happen next week. My prediction stays the same. I think Braun Breaker is going to win the match, even though I think Von Wagner might get involved and try to help Mr. Stone win. But overall, that's for next week. And the seventh thing and the main event is a singles match for the NXT Women's Championship. This match was great. Becky Lynch, the champion, versus Lila Valkyria. Winner of the singles match and the new NXT Women's Champion, Lila Valkyria. This was a great match. The ending of the match caught me by surprise because I thought Becky Lynch was going to retain the NXT Women's Championship. But Lila Valkyria won, and I'm not mad at all that she won. So overall, I thought it was a great match. Both stars put on a great show, and the ending was spectacular because the way they did it was different, and I didn't expect Lyle Valkyrie to win. So as I've stated at the beginning of the video, I got 4 out of the 7 matches correct, which is an okay show for me. Overall, the show itself was pretty good. So, in my opinion, what is the match of the night? The match of the night for me is obviously going to be the NXT Women's Championship match between Becky Lynch and Lyle Valkyria. Overall, like I said before, it was a great match. It had a great ending, and overall, it was a great match. So, what is the underdog match of the night for me? Okay, well, the underdog match. The underdog match of the night for me might be, and this is a weird one because this is not something that you would suspect me to pick, and I'm not gonna be biased here. Typically in a underdog match of the night, I might pick a stipulation match on Halloween Havoc, but this time around, that's not gonna happen. I'm not going to be biased on this one, and I haven't been biased in any of my other Halloween Havoc videos. I just love stipulation matches, but this time around, I gotta go with the NXT Women's Breakout Tournament semifinal match, Kalani Jordan versus Ariana Grace. This was overall a good match by 2 women that are going to definitely be the future of NXT and the future of WWE. I definitely see Kalani Jordan maybe being Lyle Valkyria for the NXT Women's Championship in the future. And I definitely see Ariana Grace as a future superstar, as they say. So overall, a good match by 2 good women, and overall it was a good match. Even though it wasn't really a stipulation, I felt like the match was good enough to be the underdog match of the night. So what is the honorable mention? To be honest with you, the honorable mention is every other match on the show. Overall, I can't pick honorable mention because every other match on the show was good. I like the singles match between Lexius King and Dante Chen because I saw more of the Lexius King character, which he will be developing. The tag team match for the NXT Tag Team Championships between the Family and Chase U had a great finish, and it surprised everyone. The Lights Out match between Blair Davenport versus Gigi Dolan was a good match. The Devil's Playground match between Roxanne Perez and Kiana James was a good match overall. And the NXT Women's Breakout Tournament semifinal match, singles match, Carmen Petrovic versus Laura Vice is also a pretty good match. So, pretty much overall, I would say the honorable mention is that this pay-per-view was pretty good, in my opinion. It was a good pay-per-view. Even though I did okay for night 1 on Halloween Havoc predictions, there is a night 2 because this is a 2-week event, as I've said like the 3rd time in this video. But overall, I did okay in the predictions. I thought the show was good. And those were my predictions and reactions for night 1 of NXT Halloween Havoc 2023, night 1. Please post a comment. What were your predictions and reactions for night 1, or Halloween Havoc night 1 2023? And if you guys like this video, please like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace, period.